Hi guys, my name is Glenn Lopez and welcome to this video. What I want to talk about primarily today is actually establishing gas ban October, which is gear acquisition syndrome ban during October, but it actually went south, and towards the end of that month, what I did was to actually acquire more stuff. But before that, I had to consider a couple of things. I am transitioning from manual lenses to using Sony native lenses because I've been shooting sports and it has been difficult to use non-autofocus lenses or manual focus lenses, even though the apertures are pretty wide. So I've been using a Samyang kit, a 14 2.8, a 35 1.4, and also an 85 1.4. It has been fun. Image quality is there, but since I'm shooting sports, I always need that autofocus. What's nice about the cameras that I'm using right now, they're pretty fast. I'm using a Sony A6500 right now, and I want to make sure that I will be able to use the fast autofocus capabilities of that camera. And since I'm also doing a lot of sports, I opted to experiment a little bit. And to add to that, I'll be flying to Korea in a couple of days, so I wanted to prepare in terms of photographic equipment, emotionally, and also being ready to just capture the moments or the essence of fall. So I decided to sell all the Samyang lenses and also sell the DJI Osmo since I haven't been using it a lot to get ready for the trip, and to acquire a couple of things that will help me in terms of experimenting with sports photography and also preparing for, well, I'm a bit pressured with photographing Korea in a very nice manner. So the vision is still with the photographer, but hopefully these things would help me acquire better images so that I can share a lot of my photography with you. Here's the tail end of no gas ban October, but gas ban October, but no gas ban October. So first in the list is actually 2 or 3 things put together. No? It will allow me to do remote shooting based on some other YouTube videos that I've been watching, and hopefully I can implement it in sports shooting in the Philippines. So this is the Manfrotto Super Clamp with a 244 friction arm and an adapter that will hold a ball head. I'll talk about this part later, but this allows for essentially is to attach this to some surfaces, like for example the backboard, and I can adjust this area over here, and I can mount my camera over here, place a remote trigger on that camera, and it will allow me to shoot with a remote camera here while having a camera on hand. So I'll be sharing to you some photos on how I use this over here. Next on the list, since I'll be traveling to another country and I was expecting to travel to a couple of other places, I needed the tripod that I can bring with me. Okay, so point being, I actually purchased this Manfrotto BeFree with the ball head, and it's very portable. I'll tell you my thoughts all about it. If you did see earlier, this ball head was actually attached to the Magic Friction arm. So I opted to go for the BeFree primarily because I can detach this ball head and I can attach it to the Magic Friction arm, and it's almost like a 2-in-1 thing. If I'm shooting remote, I can just grab this ball head, or I can also use this for sport shooting since this is a bit small and I can lug it around with me whenever I need to, like probably placing this behind the goal and then do some remote shooting with the camera over here. I'll just show you a sample photo. Since I saw the DJI Osmo and I wanted to do some videoing also in Korea, I opted to go for an electronic gimbal. This is a Feiyutech A1000, and as you can see, this is supposed to be like a Sony camera model and mounted in here. Why did I choose this particular one? Well, I'm kind of experimenting with this and I saw that there are a lot of features, particularly for Feiyutech, which will allow you to do some time lapses with the remote and also a couple of other things. So since I did let go of the Samyang 14mm f2.8, I had to replace it with another lens, which is an ultra-wide. So I opted for, since I'm going Sony also, I opted for this. This is the Sony 1018 f4, which is for APS-C cameras. I did see a couple of reviews that allows you to use this on full-frame cameras such as the Sony A7 with a little bit of vignette. I still have to try that one out, but yeah, I'm making sure that I have an ultra-wide when I leave for other trips so that I can do some landscape shots and also some architecture shots. So yep, 1018. Here we go. Okay, next on the list is something kind of arbitrary whenever you're doing photography. So I opted to buy new memory cards to upgrade from SanDisk Extremes to Extreme Pros, 264 gigabytes. Hopefully this will be enough to hold all of the photos that I'll be shooting in a couple of videos. I'm still opting for 64 gigabytes because this A6000 and the A7 Mark II, they require 64 gig memory card so that I can record XAVCS videos. No? So yeah, 2 memory cards just in case. Hopefully enough for the entire trip. And of course, after talking about all of those smaller things, I have to find a way to carry them with me. So I opted for a Lowepro ProTactic 450 AW, which can actually hold a 15-inch laptop and a tripod and a tumbler. Those are my only non-negotiables. And this is a camera backpack also, so that I can carry most, if not all, of my stuff whenever I need to shoot. Yep, I'll also be sharing to you my thoughts with this bag in another video. Okay. So that's it. That's it for Gas Ban October, or more of the late October haul. I still believe that the gear doesn't dictate the quality of photos that you can take, but if it helps you take better photos, then why not? Now, I'm looking forward to sharing my thoughts with you on all of the items that I actually acquired and whatever stuff I come up with in the near future. A couple of shoutouts: Manfrotto Star PH for the BeFree and the Super Clamp and the Magic Friction Arm, Lightroom Corp for the Lowepro bag and the Feiyutech A1000, and Photoshop Manila for the memory cards. I'm looking forward to making more videos. Hopefully I can share to you my process and a lot of my photographs. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at GlennCharles for my normal feed, and also at GoGlennPhoto for my sports. If you have questions or comments or anything at this point, feel free to comment them below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.